Hey, hello, amazing people from all around the world. Guys, you've been looking for scholarship opportunities, right? You want to study abroad, but you really need to put in the work, Yeah, you really need to put in the work. So, guys, I've shared quite a number of scholarship opportunities. I've spoken about so many universities in New Zealand. Guys, check my previous videos. Deadlines are still very far away, but not so far away. So, you can still apply to some of these universities that I spoke about. If you are just joining this YouTube family, welcome to the family. Don't forget to subscribe. I share updates like this from time to time, and also try to put on your notifications so that when I drop new updates, you'll be among the first set of people to see this kind of videos. You have friends, you have colleagues, people that already graduate looking for scholarship opportunity to travel abroad and to study. Please share this video to them because it's going to really make them to get in the know of how all of these things work. Thank you so much. Now this is going to be a step-by-step walkthrough for all of you, and once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is the University of Utrecht. I don't know if I pronounced the name correctly, but yeah, this is the university that you guys can see, and this university is in the Netherlands. So how did I get to this landing page? You just go to uu.nl/English. Netherlands is largely an English language speaking country. Yeah, a lot of people in Netherlands speak English, so the program is going to be taught in English, obviously, if that is something that would bother you moving forward. So now we want to check those scholarship opportunities that are in this amazing university. As a side note, this university is among the top best universities in the world according to QS ranking. You can check that for a fact, and yeah, you see that what I'm saying is true. So this is, in fact, I think this is the first university in the Netherlands. So this is a very wonderful university. So without further ado, let's look at the opportunities that are available. So when you come to this landing page, the first thing that you need to do, or the next thing you need to do, is to go to jobs. And one thing about scholarship opportunities in Europe, especially for PhDs, right, they don't see it as an academic as an extreme academic exercise. In Europe and in other advanced countries, they see a PhD as a job, right? So they actually listed some of these opportunities under this job page. So it takes you to this interpage. When you click on jobs, don't forget jobs, guys. And now for the job part, right, you're going to see view jobs, and it is showing you faculty or departments, and it is also showing fields or position. So you can actually play with this filter. If you want to look for jobs in Faculty of Humanities, if it is the Faculty of Law, Economics and Governance, if it is the Faculty of Science, Faculty of Social and Behavioral Sciences, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, just like that, you know what I'm talking about. But this time around, we're going to be looking at the Faculty of Science. So you click on the Faculty of Science under this, filter. You want to filter the information that you're going to be getting, because you are not kind of interested in all of the information you're going to be seeing on this job page. So you see that it has reduced it to 7 jobs basically, because you are dealing with Faculty of Science, field or position. You can come down to this place. You might just want to leave it like on field or position, or if you want to be very precise, you can click on PhD. So PhD position in the field of climate dynamics. Are you driven to research how a collapse of the Gulf Stream system, that is AMOC, affects food security? Come work with us. Department is Department of Physics. Application deadline is 31st of August 2025. So now let's look at the job details per se. We're not going to click on this. Let's click on this so that it takes us to where it is kind of explained properly. Okay, so working at Utrecht University. So this is the PhD position in the field of climate dynamics. The faculty is Faculty of Science, Department of Physics, hours per week 36 to 40. And that is one thing about like PhD opportunities in Europe, right? I said initially that they see it as a job. So you can see that it is outlined here that hours per week is 36 to 40 hours per week, because they are kind of aware that you might want to bring in some other jobs, right? Per se, you might have like a side gig that you do. Maybe you are a freelancer, and PhD is not actually what you want to be doing for the whole month or for the whole year. You might just want to be doing some other things. So the application deadline is 31st of August, guys. Don't play. How does a collapse of Gulf Stream system, that is AMOC, affect food security, and would geoengineering measures help or make it worse? So that's like a research question per se. So this is like an outline or a detailed information of the PhD opportunity. So it says your job. I would like for you guys to read everything that you see here, because it's very, very important. When you read, you get like a detailed information of what the PhD project is gonna be, and you're gonna see where you as a potential applicants fit in. So it's very, very important. In this interdisciplinary PhD project, you will address the following research questions. Can timely SAI prevent AMOC collapse? How does AMOC collapse, as well as successful or unsuccessful attempts to prevent it using SAI, affect food production? How would AMOC collapse impact food trade and food security? So quite a lot of research questions. So you really need to read. It is very, very important to know what the opportunity is all about before you start looking forward to applying for it. It's very, very important. So these are some of the things that they are looking for in the candidate. Like the candidate they want, you definitely need to have these qualities. You might not really have all of them, but then you should have quite a number of them, right? So let's say 100%, you should be having like 90, 80, 85% of these qualities. You can see the qualities: a master's in physics, applied mathematics, climate physics, geosciences, or related field. I've told you guys, share this video to people you know are in this field. It might not necessarily benefit you per se. This might not cross into your field, right? But people that are in this field. Share this video to them so that they can benefit. Basic knowledge of geophysical fluid dynamics, good writing and communication skills, English. I told you guys. So this university, the mode of instruction is in English language, so you don't really need to be scared. Now let's look at the offer. They said that the opportunity to work in and with a team of leading experts, a job of 4 years. After 18 months, you will be reviewed. If positive, then it will be 4 years. See, a full-time working week and a gross monthly salary between 2,900 euros and 3,707 euros in the case of full-time employment. Salary scale P under the collective labor agreement for Dutch universities. So in the Netherlands, I think the language there is Dutch, right? They speak Dutch, but then they also speak English. Like English is a major language in the Netherlands, so that's not a problem. This is also an English scholarship program, right? So in addition to the employment conditions laid down in the CAO for Dutch University, this is a link, guys, so check what the requirements are for the CAO. It's very, very important. Know everything before you apply. Get a good hang of all the information about that scholarship. It will save you from making silly mistakes during the application processes. We also give you the opportunity to expand your terms of employment yourself via the employment conditions selection model. This is how we like to encourage you to continue to grow. For more information, please visit Working at Utrecht University. About us, blah blah blah. Those are quite a lot of other information. Now it says apply now. As Utrecht University, we want to be a home for everyone. We value staff with diverse backgrounds, perspectives, and identities, including cultural, religious, or ethnic background, gender, sexual orientation, disability, or age. We strive to create a safe and inclusive environment in which everyone can flourish and contribute. If you have the expertise and the experience to excel in this role, then simply respond via the apply button. Please enclose your letter of motivation. You see, as part of the requirements, you're gonna be enclosing your letter of motivation and also your curriculum vitae. I've spoken about letter of motivation and curriculum vitae like times and times and times again, because these are like the tools, right, for you to get this opportunity. So it's very, very important. And look at my videos. You're going to see how I explained my motivation letter that got me a PhD scholarship. I also spoke about my curriculum vitae. So yeah, avail yourself of the information I give on this YouTube channel. The names, telephone numbers, and email addresses of at least 2 references. Yeah, get amazing references, guys. Please get amazing references. The application deadline is 31st of August 2025. So when you click on this apply now button, it takes you to another interface. So let's see what that is all about. Yup, apply for PhD position in the field of climate dynamics. So these are like what you need: personal information, your first name, your last name, email, your mobile number, where did you find this vacancy. I'm currently already working at the University of Trent. Like, just fill in this form and then you move to the next step. I wouldn't know what the next step is all about, but yeah, when you fill in your details, you're gonna know what the next step is all about. And I would like for us to go back to see some other opportunities as well, because if you remember, we have like 30 of them, right? So basically that is what you really need to do. You just have to click on all of these, like any one of these, click on it, get to understand what the program is all about before applying. Don't just jump and start applying, please. Don't just jump and start applying. Get a good hang of the ins and the outs, or the depth, the length, the breadth, the height of the program. I don't know if that makes any sense to any one of you under my voice, but then that is what you should do, please. So it's actually very important. Check, these are opportunities. Look at their deadlines, 1st of August. So you still have like ample time to really apply. This is School of Law. I have a lot of friends. You also have a lot of friends in law, with law degree, and they are looking for opportunities to study abroad. Share this video to them. These are juicy, important information, guys. This is Department of Biology, and the deadline is 7th of August. This is already 21st of July 2025. I mean, this is getting close to the deadline. So you can see, right, so many opportunities. So let's look at Department of Biology. This time around, let's not click on like this. Let's click on job details, and you're gonna see the difference. So it brings us to another interface, which is going to give us a very good or a detailed information of what this PhD position is going to be like. So this is at Faculty of Science, Department of Biology. Application deadline is 7th of August 2025, guys. So you still have that time to do magic. Now, salt application triggers osmotic and ionic stress pathways and causes cell walls modification, particularly in pectins, affecting plant growth. Interestingly, salt-induced cell wall changes also activate the expression of small peptides that act as key regulators of stress responses. However, their release mechanisms and modes of action remain poorly understood. This project aims to uncover how cell wall modifications regulate peptide signaling and their signaling control salinity responses. Very, very important. So this is your job as a PhD candidate on this project. You will join the lab led by Dr. Nora Gigli-Biseglia, where we study how cell wall modification control intracellular signaling to activate responses to abiotic stresses. You will uncover how small signaling peptides regulate plant responses to salinity stress, with the goal of developing sustainable strategies to enhance crop resilience. This is a unique opportunity to contribute to a rapidly developing field at the interface of plant physiology, molecular biology, and stress signaling. Your main responsibilities will include characterizing peptides, receptor interactions, and their downstream effects on cell wall integrity and salt stress responses. Using molecular biology, genetics, and omics approaches, in brackets, proteomics, phosphoproteomics, and RNA-seq, which I believe is sequencing, to dissect signaling pathways, collaborating with external partners to validate findings, contributing to a positive, collaborative, and curiosity-driven research environment. So these are going to be your qualities. These are some of the values that they are looking for. In you, they expect you to have this quality. So look at the qualities, and this is the offer. Basically, a position for 18 months with an extension to a total of 4 years upon successful assessment in the first 18 months. A gross monthly salary between 2,901 euros and 3,707 euros. In the case of full-time employment, I think this information is basically similar to the first one that we read. 8% holiday per day, 8% holiday pay, and 8.3% year-end bonus. A pension scheme, partially paid parental leave, and flexible terms of employment based on the CAONU. I told you guys, make sure that you read about the CAO to understand what it really means in the context of the Netherlands, and I think it's something that has to do with work and law and all of that. So please try to know what it really entails. It's very important. If you want more information about this scholarship opportunity, you can send an email to this contact, that is Dr. Nora Gigli Biseglia. Send her an email asking her for more information. That is if you are not clear about anything you read here, right, as part of the job details. If you don't really understand some certain things, you can reach out to the project supervisor. Do you have any question about the application procedure? Send an email to blah 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 and blah. And now look at something is actually kind of different here. If you are enthusiastic about this position, just apply via the apply now button. Please enclose your letter of motivation. You see, this one gives you like an explanation or an overview of what they want in your letter of motivation, explaining what aspect of this PhD project excites you. Please focus on the following questions. What specifically motivates you to apply for this PhD project? How does your previous experience relate to the topic? What relevant skills or knowledge do you bring to this project? How do you see this project contributing to your future goals? Then you attach your curriculum vitae, the names and email addresses of at least 2 referees, a copy of your master's diploma, or a letter from your university stating when your degree will be issued. So what this means is that you can actually apply if you've not gotten your master's degree certificate. You just need to get like a statement from your university, or if you can move close to your program coordinator, asking them to give you like a written formal statement that this is when your masters is gonna this is when you're going to round up your masters, and this is when you expect to get your diploma. And also give them like information about or of the condition of your kind of student performance in terms of grade, right? Because that is also something that they're going to be looking out for. I want to believe that this opportunity is open to students with a 2-1 degree and those with a first class degree as well. Like I'm talking about grade first class 2-1, basically sometimes 2-2. That is if you have some extra skills that you are bringing to the table. Because if you look at what they wrote here, they said your motivation letter, and they made mention of previous experience, and they also spoke about skills or knowledge, you see. So they were not really particular about the grade you have maybe after your master. So these are some of the strong points you really want to capitalize on. Very important, guys, very important. So take note. And now the application deadline once again is 7th of August 2025. Let's look at the apply now button. It gives us the same interface as we have for the first one. So guys, what are you waiting for? Apply, please apply. This is an amazing university and the offer is great. If you ask me, for real, the offer is also great for a PhD program. And let's go back to where we have all of those opportunities. You can see that we have quite a number of them. There are so many. And guys, in order for you not to become weary, you can just come to this place. This is Faculty of Science. If you want to check for Faculty of Humanities, you see we only have like a postdoctoral opportunity here under the Faculty of Humanities, right? You see, that is what they have. And you can also come and check for Faculty of Geosciences. You see, for Geosciences they have 14 jobs. this is PhD, this is a PhD position, this is another PhD position, and you can see that the deadlines are in August. Like a lot of them have their deadlines in August. So I bring you fresh updates so that you can plan, get ample time to really prepare. This is actually 20th of July, which is this month. So if this is your field and if you feel that this PhD project interests you, you can also apply. Just like I did for the previous ones, click on the job details or click on it and it takes you to that website to see the details so that you can have a good angle of what you are going to be up against. So it's very, very important. So guys, that is it for the opportunities in this university. I know some of you will be asking, what about English language requirements? So for the English language requirements, let's see what it is. There is no way you can know that just by looking at the PhD, or you go to postgraduate schools and stuff like that. We need to go to the basics. So for entry requirement, candidates must fit a general profile and meet a set of minimum requirements regarding their diploma and English proficiency to be considered for acceptance. The same assessment criteria hold for all students and are applied fairly and impartially. So for this is proof of English proficiency. I already spoke about the grade, right? So you need to have a 2-1 or a first class if you must apply for this PhD scholarship opportunity that I've just shown you. Although if you have a 2-2, you can also apply. Who knows, you might have very good research experiences and your skills might just be top notch and well suited for the opportunity you are applying to, and it is left for the PhD project supervisor to pick the suitable student that they would be willing to work with. So don't shortchange yourself thinking that because you have a 2-2 you can't apply for any of this opportunity. Give it a shot, guy. Give it a shot. So in order to know the English language requirements, you come to the university's website, which was the landing page that we came to initially. So go to education, and under education go to bachelor's program, right? Yeah, go to bachelor's program, and under bachelor's program come to how to apply. Come to this part where it says how to apply to learn more, and then it brings you to this new interface where it says how to apply. Have you found a degree and you want to apply? The reason you are doing this is because you want to be sure of all of the requirements that this program is going to be needing, right? So you don't want to lose out on any important information. And here we have application procedure, application and admission, fees, scholarships and grants, diplomacy, equivalency, and then English language requirements. So let's click on English language requirements. So this is the English language requirements. Utrecht University uses the EMI, English medium of instruction systems, to assess applicants' English language skills. This system distinguishes 3 proficiency levels: EMI ready, EMI experienced, and EMI advanced. Don't forget, guys, this is just to check the English language proficiency. So this part is talking about EMI ready test score. It has given us like a list. The following minimum test scores are required for admission to programs requiring EMI ready levels. So this is EMI ready levels. You can see all the overall band scores that they are looking for, and you can see the list of English language tests that, or English language certificates that they've listed. So this is like actually an exemption. You are exempted from the English language requirements for EMI ready bachelor if you hold an international diploma with English A or B as final exam subject at either blah 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 blah, so many information. You hold a secondary school diploma or English taught bachelor degree. So this is actually very important. English taught bachelor degree from one of the countries listed below. So we are going to check those countries. For secondary school diploma holders, please note that you must have a final passing grade in English according to the corresponding level below. English taught bachelor degree from one of the countries below. Overview of secondary school diplomas and required English level. So these are the countries that they listed, and the diploma and required English level that they want, right, from any candidate that is coming from this country. So most of the African countries are actually not listed here, but we can read further. You see where they said if you hold a secondary school diploma or English taught bachelor degree. So this is actually very important, from Antigua, Barbuda, Australia, Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Bermuda, Canada, both the French speaking and English speaking, Dominica, Falklands, Gibraltar, Guyana, Grenada, Ireland, Jamaica, Malta, New Zealand, Puerto Rico, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Singapore, South Africa, Trinidad and Tobago, United States, United Kingdom. So if you hold like a secondary school diploma or an English taught bachelor degree from any of these countries, you can actually the English language proficiency can be waived for you. And this other part says if you have successfully completed at least 1 year of an English taught higher education degree program in any of the countries mentioned above or in any of the following countries: Anguilla, Botswana, Cameroon, English speaking, because they have the French speaking part of Cameroon, Gambia, Ghana, Kenya, Lesotho, Malawi, Mauritius, Namibia, Nigeria, Papua New Guinea, Seychelles, Sierra Leone, Swaziland, Tanzania, Uganda, Zambia and Zimbabwe. So if you are from any of these countries where English language was actually the mode of instruction, then you can apply for that PhD opportunity because you are part of this list. So that is gonna be that for this amazing PhD scholarship opportunities at the University of Utrecht. So guys, don't forget to share this video like I've always been saying in right, and also put on your notification because I'll be bringing more updates. Also don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Let's grow this channel and let's get more people into this amazing family. For those of you who might be worried or confused as to how to write an amazing motivation letter or a very good CV, you can check out my playlist. I have quite a number of resources for you to avail, right? So try as much as possible, apply to any one of these scholarship opportunity at the University of Utrecht. I hope I see you in my other videos. Thank you for watching. Ciao ciao.